The World Cup was a cherry on top of an already delicious cake that is Messi's legacy. Anybody that understands this sport and knows football would have already told you that regardless of the outcome of that tournament, Lionel Messi would have already been the greatest player to ever grace the sport. But what it did was trump any argument anybody could ever use against him. Even the most basic casual fans of the sport, there's nothing they could say because the greatest player of all time just won the most prestigious trophy in all of world football. But in my opinion, the Copa America was actually the most important trophy to Messi's legacy because it came at a time where international success was not guaranteed and it was not had by Messi and the Argentina national team. So in this video, I'm going to explore why I think, in terms of his legacy, Copa America was actually the most important trophy that Messi and the Argentina national team won. Going into the 2021 Copa America, Messi's international legacy looked bleak. 3 consecutive final losses with the Argentina national team. The World Cup 2014, Copa America 2015, and Copa America 2016. And unfortunately, we live in a time in sports where the person and team that gets to the final but loses is criticized way more than the team or player that doesn't even reach the final. And this is a universal thing during this generation of sports. You see the same thing with Messi, and you've also seen the same thing with LeBron James in basketball, where his finals losses are not appreciated, but rather used as an even bigger form of criticism to bring down his legacy. The same thing happened with Messi. Instead of obviously appreciating the fact that it's very difficult for a team to get to the final, it was seen as a way of discrediting his club achievements, saying that Messi can only do success with these great Barcelona teams, but can't actually carry his own nation to a trophy. And the losses were to Chile, and a lot of people might not respect Chile's national team, but this was a golden generation of Chilean players. Alexis Sanchez, Gary Medel, Arturo Vidal. They fought very hard and they were an excellent team. Now, were Argentina favorites? Absolutely. And should they have won? Probably. It came down to penalty shootouts. But the reality is, Argentina and Messi were not seen as a team or a group of players that could achieve anything internationally. And guess who took the majority of that criticism? The head and captain of the squad, the best player on the team, Leo. These shortcomings are exactly what made the 2021 Copa America win so special, because Messi and the Argentina national team had come so close but never gone to the end. Multiple finals. Then the Copa America before this in 2019, they ended up coming in 3rd place, losing to Brazil in the semifinals. And now they had an opportunity to change history, playing Brazil again in a final at the Maracanã. It was the best opportunity they were going to get, but you could see the pressure on the shoulders of the players. Now, when Argentina plays Brazil, it's always more of a WWE match than a football match. But specifically this game, I felt like you could see the pressure on their shoulders, knowing that this was maybe going to be one of their last opportunities to finally end this international trophy drought. And from an individual performance, that was one of the worst performances I've seen from Messi. It was not a great moment. He even had a chance at the end of the game to really seal it at 2-0, and he missed. And the whole time I was thinking Brazil's going to come back because they did look like the better team. Neymar arguably was the best player on the pitch that day, and the Argentina defenders were just bulldozing him, hitting him with some of the hardest tackles I've ever seen, just trying to slow them down. But this is what made it so special. All those finals losses, and they finally came through and won with a great goal from Angel Di Maria. Just a 1-0 game, right? Not a high-scoring game, and as I told you before, not a pretty game. But that's all Argentina needed to finally win the trophy. So many times they came close, multiple penalty shootout losses. As I stated earlier, 3 consecutive international finals losses. That destroys your motivation. In fact, Messi even retired for a brief moment from the international team because of what he had to go through. But they did it. And for me, that's what made the trophy so special. It was the first trophy they won together, that group of players. It was the first time that Messi was able to end this international drought. And now it ended any criticism people could have way before we even get to the World Cup. I think that Copa America win really lifted the pressure off both Messi's shoulders and the Argentina national team, which I think played a pivotal role in them winning the World Cup, because for Messi, he knew that he had done what he wanted to do, which was finally win an international trophy for Argentina. Because if you guys remember, the love he's getting now, he was not getting this in 2016, 2015, in that period. He was seen as a guy that was more Spanish than he was Argentinian. And his nationalism was questioned at every single stage where him and Argentina were eliminated from a major international competition at the 2014 World Cup, 2018 World Cup, 2019 Copa America. Whenever Argentina didn't win, his passion for the national team was questioned. But once he won that trophy, it was all over. And he finally knew that his international legacy could no longer be questioned because he finally won a major with Argentina. And that's just, you could say, the story of life. All of those shortcomings were necessary steps in order for Argentina to achieve what they wanted to. And then after that, he essentially won the treble, Copa America. Then they beat the Euro champions Italy for the Finalissima, and then they win the holy grail of all of them, the World Cup. And I think the World Cup might mean the most to him. It's very special. It's an international trophy that can't be replicated anywhere else. You are the best team in the world. But I think deep down, Copa America was the most important, and it was the one that started the chain of events that have led to Argentina being one of the best and most successful nations in the last 5 years.